views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Wow, everyone, welcome. It's so great to be connecting with all of you, those of you that were tuning in before. It's so great to be having you connect back with us. You're listening to the Dr. Pat Show, Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm so thrilled, to be here with my fabulous co-host and author of, and I'm going to tell you all about the book, Sip the Garden. But today, we're going to be talking with her about what does this journey mean? What does it mean to drink to your health? With Lifestyle 120 co-host, Lifestyle 120 radio, and a message that is so important in today's world. It is one of the most important conversations right now that we can have on health and wellness for so many reasons. And I'm speaking about my fabulous guest, co-host T.K. Mitchell, joining me here today. The book, as I mentioned before, Sip the Garden. You're going to hear lots about that today. We're going to tell you how to get your copy of the book and much more. But the conversation today goes beyond most of what many of us think about. It goes to the place where we're thinking about the journey that TK had. Her life changed. Why did it change? We talked about that earlier. But then what do you do with that change? Do you sit down and you say, wait a minute, I've got a message to share. I need to tell the world about this. And most importantly, what is it that is the message of today that is so contemporarily and modern day society needed? TK, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Well, thank you. Hey there, Pat. Yeah, happy spring.
Happy totally spring for sure.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, look, we all go through life situations and, things happen to us. In your case and in my case, somehow we end up along the way talking about things we're passionate about. And that's what kind of got you here, to write a book that is so, I think, relevant to the day and age we live in. And I wanted to ask you, how did we get here? And how did you get here to be the spokesperson for Sip the Garden? What is it we're talking about here? Drink to your health. Welcome to the show.
Yes, well, thank you. It's very interesting. I have to say, first of all, that I am still very interested in issues that concern youth and their families, having taught school for more than 3 decades. Yeah, and a big concern right now, of course, is childhood obesity. 1/3 of our nation, including children, is overweight or obese, and chronic diseases are on the rise. So I wanted to help provide a solution to this epidemic in some way. So the idea of Sip the Garden, fun, easy drinks for a healthier family, came as a total surprise to me. My friends and relatives had been encouraging me to write a cookbook since they enjoyed sampling my unusual and, I must say, mouth-watering allergy-friendly creations. But as it turned out, my first recipe book would not be a cookbook. I remember July 4th weekend of 2013 as if it were yesterday. I became obsessed with writing a book that would help families improve their health. However, I knew that another informational book on the topic or a basic cookbook would not be the answer. Then I almost instantly received a nudge that weekend about a simple behavior change that would be easy for families to implement, and Sip the Garden Fun Easy Drinks for a Healthy Family was born.
Ah,
That day, I stepped into the kitchen and began creating colorful smoothie recipes. Yeah, it's Sip the Garden uh, focuses specifically on changing junk drinking behavior.
yeah.
And I felt this change would cause families to quickly jump on board since the process is manageable, tasty, and fun. So this is a Sip the Garden is a
Hmm.
can-do call to action. It's my contribution to the health crisis in America.
Yeah. And I
Hmm.
like this because you're presenting this in a way. I love the idea of one, the concept of one,
Hmm.
because what you're talking about here is something that we're not really getting in the conversation on nutrition. Tell us what this concept of one is.
Yeah, you know, one is such a great word, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's a
I love
potent,
it.
yes, and I do too. It's a potent concept when it comes to lifestyle goals specifically. Dieting and lifestyle changes are heavy words because they conjure up images of strict discipline, structure, determination, tasteless food, and commitments people can't keep. And then we have to look at the success rate. Many people want to see immediate results, but often bite off more than they can chew, pun intended, and then fail at their attempts because of unrealistic expectations. But one, the
Hmm.
concept of one is appealing, I think, because it focuses on making just one shift, changing what you drink. That's all.
Yeah.
Just that one change will reap huge benefits. And we're talking about switching out soda and other sugary beverages loaded with sweeteners, artificial ingredients, and preservatives that difficult to pronounce for delicious, wholesome beverages made from real ingredients. So yes, this one shift will jumpstart the healthy lifestyle many families have been craving.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
one of the things you say in the book is grandma used to say before learning to swim, you must first stick your toe in the water.
Exactly.
And that, this is the one toe,
Right. This is the one toe, right? And
right?
there's so many benefits. I mean, eh, there are actually 7 benefits to this one change, and um, first of all, it will help change or help improve your overall health. That's number
Yeah.
one, which is big deal. And then it will help you experience more energy. It'll help increase your concentration,
Hmm.
help you lose a few pounds,
Hmm.
yay, help you prevent chronic diseases, help you get your servings of fresh fruits and vegetables, mainly.
Hmm.
That's difficult for a lot of people, and help hydrate your cells the healthy way.
Yeah. So,
So,
what
yeah.
is exactly the concept of this one? What does this actually mean for people? What are
Mhm.
we asking them to do?
What we're asking them to specifically do is change the way they drink. That is all. Because if they change the way they drink, because a lot of people are just grabbing those sodas, they're grabbing those sports drinks, and they just contain so much sugar. And if they could change that alone, they will see so many beneficial health results. Actually, I just went over the 7, but you get 7 for 1. That's an impressive list for making just one change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, what you're saying is, listen, this is pretty much the script that we get about why things fail,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
One of the scripts that we get is, oh, you got to do this. Oh, you got to do that. Oh, you got to do this. Don't eat this. Now eat this. I mean, really, that's what's going on. And
Right.
and by the
Right.
way, forget about counting calories. Let's just keep track of numbers.
Yes.
And what you're saying is really different though.
It's
What you're saying is, wait a minute. We're just talking about one thing right here.
right. Right. Just think that one thing. And here's another thing to consider as well, is because one of the things that we do, I mean, we eat 3 meals, 4 meals, 5 meals a day, but what we're doing all day is sipping on something. It could be a latte, coffee, a soda, whatever drink you have in front of you. You're just really sipping on something throughout the day. I see people driving the car. They have something in their hand. They're sipping on something. And so that's a 12, 15 hour ordeal. It shouldn't be an
Yeah.
ordeal. But it really is a 12, 15 hour behavior. And if we could change that one behavior of that all day sipping, just think what the positive results would be. So yeah, we're talking about the powerful concept of one.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, this is really the kind of thing I want to just kind of bring it back to what you said earlier
Yes.
is, let's bring it back to, what your concern is as mine as well.
Hmm.
We're not just talking about the level of obesity, but we're talking about the level of obesity and the functionality that, we're eating more and we're getting less nutrients, right?
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So with Sip the Garden, um, the blends contain a variety of powerful nutrients that your body can actually use. Because when you're sipping on some of those drinks throughout the day, you really aren't supplying your body with very many nutrients. So you're not getting what you need. Whereas with the beverage collection that's in Sip the Garden, the recipes there, you'll be getting exactly what you need, and there are actually so many different features to this too. I mean, there are a lot of things that are going into the particular collection. First of all, the drinks are water based, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's a vital fluid of which many
Yeah.
of us don't get enough.
Yeah.
That's one. And then the other is that it will appeal to most people because it's vegan.
Yeah.
It's allergy friendly. The core recipes are nutritionally balanced. It's family friendly. And then there in the book as well, there are these fun facts. I mean, core recipes offer the facts and activities for the entire family to enjoy. And there are motivational tools throughout the book. I mean, we're talking simple and fun, a variety of hydrating options, not just the core blends. And there's a huge focus that we just mentioned earlier on sugar reduction,
Yeah.
since excess sugar consumption is a major concern with health issues. So selected recipes contain a very small amount of optional alternative sweeteners.
Yeah.
And most importantly, from my standpoint, there are no gimmicks, there are no products, just natural goodness. Just natural goodness from the fruits and vegetables.
So we're going to take a short break because we want to get into this in much more detail. The
Mhm.
anatomy of Sip the Garden, fun, easy drinks for a healthier family. TK joining me here today. The book is fabulous. We want to make sure all of you know how to get a copy of the book, Sip the Garden, when we come back. We're going to talk more about what's a wake-up call. Why do we have a wake-up call here for families, and how has TK addressed this every step of the way? And later on in the show, we're going to share some of these recipes. But most importantly, this is a how-to book. It's a how-to book to change your life, change your body, change your health. Let's take a short break, everyone. We'll be right back with my very special co-host today, TK Mitchell. We'll be right back.
Shouldn't have told me. At first I'd laugh, but now you're sinking in the fast.
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Atana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Atana Badili. All you need to do is visit his website, atanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com, and sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's atanamethod.com.
Tune in to the Angels and Answers Psychic Radio Show with clairvoyants Artie Hoffman and Sky Siegel every Thursday for a 2-hour show, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Transformation Talk Radio. Artie and Sky deliver spiritual and motivational messages with passion and a sense of humor. Call in 800-930-2819 for live and on-air readings. Visit artiehoffman.com and skyofangels.com.
Join the Pacific Northwest EFT Tappers at the 6th Annual Tappers Gathering March 19th at Bastyr University in Seattle. You will learn EFT applications, forge a strong community, and share healing stories. The event raises money and awareness for EFT tapping scientific research. Net proceeds go to our 501c3 nonprofit to further prove the efficacy of EFT. Bring your cards and information for a fun and inspiring day of networking. Visit nwtappersgathering.com or call 360-661-6877.
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in to Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Almost everyone at some time in their lives ask themselves, what am I? Most of our questions are ego-generated and simply don't address the problem of our false self. It's time to relax your ego and embody your soul. Dr. Dan Cohen, neurologist, inventor, and author, has created tools to awaken a new way to transform from who you thought you were into what you truly are. Visit toolstoawaken.com today.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. It is so great to be tuning. Have you all tuning us in and turning us on? TK Mitchell joining me here today, the author of Sip the Garden, Fun, Easy Drinks for a Healthier Family. And we are talking about what this means and why it's so important, but most important, how you can create change in your life today. TK, before we kind of jump into looking at the anatomy of Sip the Garden, right?
Yes.
What's the best way for people to find out more about you, find out about your work, and get their own copy of the book?
All right.
I love the cover. It's so yummy.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely beautiful cover.
Yeah.
I'd like for them to visit my website. That is lifestyle120.com. And if they go there, they'll be on my homepage and they can click on the Sip the Garden book cover and get more information about the book and then order it from there. Or they can go directly to Amazon, amazon.com, Sip the Garden, Fun, Easy Drinks for a Healthier Family. My book is being sold on Amazon.
Awesome. Okay, let's talk about the anatomy because I love this conversation. You know, when we're thinking about looking at a book and thinking about the contents of a book, one of the things that I get struck by is what is the underlying message and is there a call to action? And, you know, this is a book that really warrants a call to action. But what that action is, it really is depending upon what the message in the book is. And hence, that's what we're going to talk about. What is the anatomy of Sip the Garden? What are some of the contents and what's the journey that you take us on?
Okay. Well, Sip the Garden, again, is a family-friendly recipe collection. And it contains motivational information and activities to help families commit to that one health goal at a time, specifically learning to think before you drink and drink drinks that help you think. There's a section on getting the entire family involved in the preparation process and how to be a good label sleuth. There's a section on the gorgeous colors that produce offers and how these colors translate into nutrients. So they'll learn about that. And there are multiple sections on creating various types of blends. We've got the core blends, and we have other ways to hydrate yourself throughout the day. There's a glossary of key terms and a list of recommended resources. So that's the structure of the book.
Well, when we're talking about the structure of the book, each of the different pieces of the book, though, has a particular purpose and meaning.
Yes.
And, what the underpinning associated with this is that, listen, we need to keep ourselves hydrated throughout the day. But what are we hydrating with?
Right.
And, so when you take us on this journey of the book, you're asking us right at the gate what our commitment is. Can you talk to that for a minute?
Yes, I'd love to. Really the major commitment has to do with sugar. And it's sugar consumption. I think most people don't know that, most people know, I should say, that sugar is not good for them. But some may not realize just how damaging sugar really is, and may not even be aware just how much sugar they are consuming. So for starters, refined processed sugar, I'm talking about table sugar, I believe should be eliminated from the diet. And here's why. Sugar, along with refined processed flour, are major culprits behind our health crisis. And most people don't realize that sugar is in just about everything from ketchup, cereals, frozen dinners, to drinks like your favorite latte. And this is a big focus, a big thread throughout the book. The FDA recommended daily allowance of added sugar for adults is 6 to 9 teaspoons. Now, doesn't that sound like a lot, though? It sounds like a lot to me.
Yeah.
But most people are consuming, surprisingly, 22 teaspoons per day.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And how in the world does this begin to add up? Well, your 16-ounce morning Frappuccino, for example, contains 9 to 10 teaspoons of sugar. That's one above the limit of added sugar for the entire day. And that's just one drink. Oh my gosh, that's one drink. So there's an alarming fact. The average American is consuming more than 100 pounds of sugar per year. No wonder we have health issues, and that's a modest number, 100 pounds of sugar per year.
Right.
So there's nothing in sugar that we can use. During processing, sugar is stripped of nutrients, and when we eat or drink it, it quickly enters the bloodstream and wreaks havoc on our blood sugar level. And not only that, Pat, it steals minerals from the body. It can stress the liver, alter our moods, lead to tooth decay, contribute to inflammation and various health problems we see today. So just as a question for our listeners, I would like to find out what they think is the leading source of added sugar in the American diet.
Yeah.
So, they're probably thinking, now what could that be? Well, it's liquid sugar in sodas and energy drinks. But there's good news. With all that information, there's good news. And that is that Sip the Garden, fun, easy drinks for a healthier family, can help. It's an alternative to unhealthy drinking behavior. And the recipes consist of fresh, clean, wholesome sweetness in fruits and vegetables, the good stuff our bodies need. So,
when we're talking about that, let's just break down sugar for a minute.
Yes.
Because, we're used to sugar. Oh, I don't have any sugar. And then, wait a minute, we're putting something in our body and we're thinking to ourselves, of course I'm not having any sugar. There's no sugar in there, because now sugar is coming in many, many forms.
Yes.
And I think we should talk about this.
So many different forms. I mean, if you look at a label on a drink, I mean, it can be disguised as glucose or fructose, or we've got all these fancy chemical names that you can't even pronounce. And then you think, like you say, that you're really not getting sugar, but it's loaded with sugar. It's not only loaded with sugar, it's loaded with preservatives and artificial ingredients. And it's really of no value, you're feeding your body with no value, and then you wind up basically depleted. Now, I do want to say something, though, and that is a word of caution, is that you really just can't scarf down all the fruit you want in one sitting. After all, fruit itself contains natural sugar. So the recipes that I've created here are actually created according to USDA recommended servings of fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
And because sugar consumption is an important health topic, Sip the Garden includes a list of sugar alternatives that they will see in the book to enhance flavors. Some recipes call for a wee bit of alternative sweeteners that don't cause the blood sugar levels to fluctuate. My favorite alternative sweeteners are organic green stevia. I know that you can get the white stevia in the store. You have to order the organic green. That's an excellent alternative. And organic dates. Now, these have some nutrients. Dates are great because they come directly from the grove. Well, dates as in fruit, that is.
That's right. Right.
So, right.
Well, and you have a formula for nutrition that's part of this conversation.
Yes.
And there is a methodology to this. Do you want to say a little bit about that? Because I think it's important to talk about it. We're in a smoothie craze right now.
Yes.
And, I'm not so sure that we are even understanding what we're putting in there, why we're putting it in there, or what effect it has. But you've discovered something really special.
Yes, you're right. Those a lot of the smoothies have, from my viewpoint, have way too much sugar. They have 3 or 4 pieces of fruit, and some have juice. And gosh, that's just way too much. You're doing your body actual more harm than good by drinking some of those smoothies and eating some of those foods that have so much fruit and extra sugar from those particular types of foods. But really, the core recipes in Sip the Garden, Fun, Easy Drinks for a Healthier Family contain a balance of essential nutrients and fiber. Fruits and vegetables, of course, are the main ingredients for the core blends. We have nuts and seeds and grains and protein, healthy fats, herbs and spices. So wow, it's pretty potent. These ingredients supply our body with vital nourishment and will help keep you hydrated and satisfied. That's key. Satisfied throughout the day. Now, often people will grab a sweet treat or a high-calorie carb because they're hungry. They need nourishment. The core blends are meal replacements and high-calorie snack substitutes that will provide the body with these essential nutrients. So that's it basically in a nutshell. Each one
I love it. When we
different.
come back, we're going to talk about what are some of these recipes. They are yummy, yummy, yummy. I have a favorite. I can't wait to hear what TK's favorite is. And by the way, if you have comments, if you have questions, 1-800-930-2819. And what I love about the book is that as you go through it, it's not just about, this is the recipe. What this is about is, let me tell you a little bit about the labels. Let me tell you what's on this label. Let's talk about how to become a sleuth. And more importantly, what is the produce kaleidoscope chart? I love that. Stay tuned, everyone. TK is in the house. Sip the Garden is the book. You can Google it. You can go to the website, which we'll give you when we come back. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Tune in to Sheer Alchemy with Leslie Fontaine on TransformationTalkRadio.com and get ready to stir up your passions, identify your blocks, and shift into an entirely new existence. Leslie Fontaine is a transformation catalyst and clairvoyant who uses her intuitive and energetic gifts to catapult listeners into living the life they were born to live. Whether it's shifting from scarcity to abundance, from emotional pain into joy, or from illness into health, Leslie will help you step into the true essence and power of all that you are with the help of the Ascended Masters and Archangels. You will not be the same. Visit TransformationTalkRadio.com for show dates and times and LeslieFontaine.com to say yes to explosive abundance.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Ronnie DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Ronnie DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Ronnie DeLuce at info@ronniedeluceonradio.com and visit mvholisticretreat.com. Dr. Ronnie DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
Do you want the freedom to spend more time with your loved ones? Travel the world? Live spontaneously? Get ready, because the Chip Justice Show is here. Hosts Dr. Pat Basile and Chip Justice can help you build meaningful success while embracing life. Living a life you love is the end game in this new, inspirational, and empowering show. Positive changes for a life you'll love. Tune in every month on TransformationTalkRadio.com and visit PositiveChangeInstitute.co for more information.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere, with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
Get into it for 2016. Do you want more prosperity, clarity, energy, and balance in your life? Join Lynn Brown now through March for one of her amazing workshops, each focusing on a key part of living your best life. For more information and to register for one of these amazing workshops, visit lynnbrownevent.com. That's lynnbrownevent.com. And get into it this 2016 with Lynn Brown.
I know we're cool. I know we're cool.
Wow. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We're going to give a copy or two of the book away, Sip the Garden. It is amazing. Two things that I love about it, right out of the gate. First of all, I'm a visual person, and what TK has done is there are pictures that are just amazing in here. So when you're looking at, well, what is it? What is the recipe? What am I going to make? Wow, there's an example of what it looks at. The other thing too in the book is that you can visit lifestyle120.com but you can go to the book and there's a surprise offer. And there's a little barcode, a little scanner code, and I just scanned it, and I'm going to get my bonus from it. So, TK, what's the best way for people to get a copy of the book and find out more about you?
Yes, absolutely. Well, if they want to find out more about me and find out more about the book, they can go to my website, lifestyle120.com. They'll see the picture of the book there. They can click there and find out more about the book and just sort of peruse my entire website and find out more about me. Now, and also the book, of course, is sold on Amazon.com. Now, you were talking about the barcode. It's in kind of like towards the second half of the book here.
Yeah.
If they purchase the book, that'll be great. And then there's this barcode that you scan, and you'll get a complimentary drink offer right there. So
I love it.
Yes.
Well, all right. So here we are. We're looking at this. And then, part of what you do is you're also a coach.
Yes.
And we should tell people a little bit about that because, I know for me, that I've always been able to accelerate any kind of change when I've worked with other people. How is it that you work with folks? What can you help folks with? Because this is really just a burgeoning field right now.
Yes, it is. And I love to work with individuals and groups. I work with individuals who are serious about making those sustainable lifestyle changes. through healthy lifestyle choices. And again, you can find out more information about that on my website. It'll tell you about specific clients and the type of people that I work with. Like I said, individual groups, and as well as, in addition, I also put on healthy living workshops,
Yes.
and would be happy to tailor something to your needs, to your company needs. Um, and additionally, I have you can the listeners rather could also subscribe to my mailings. I
Yeah.
have a monthly newsletter. Well, it's actually a quarterly newsletter now, and also weekly blogs that are health oriented, give you some tips on how to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I
So
can't
those.
wait to talk about these because I have actually a little favorite I wanted to tell you about.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to say to everybody, what we're talking about here is, of course, the book is Sip the Garden, but the work that TK does is transformative. I'd love to give a copy of the book away right now. 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Let's go to the first caller and we will make it happen. Okay, so tell us about, I love this, some of the recipes.
Yes, some of the recipes. Well, there are specific core recipes. One is the AM blend and one is the PM blend. Let's talk about the AM blend first.
Yeah.
Now, if you set aside preparation time once a week, you can whip up these blends in less than 10 minutes. So the morning blends contain fruits. Fruits digest quickly, and the reason why I recommend fruit in the morning is because our stomach will be empty, and the fruit can do its job to help with elimination. In other words, this is the time when it doesn't have to compete with those heavy foods like meat, potatoes, pasta, that will take a little bit longer to digest. Now, my favorite, of course, all of the recipes are favorites, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. But one of my favorites is Very Berry. And it's a gorgeous drink. The ingredients are water. Water is the feature of all the drinks in Sip the Garden. So there's water, there's blueberries, there's blackberries, there's pear, chia seeds, clove, and agave, which could be optional. So Very Berry is so yummy. Now in this blend, you're getting 1.5 to 2 servings of the FDA recommended servings of fruit, and the chia seeds, they are powerful. Chia seeds add a potent punch of protein and healthy fats. Additionally, you have clove, which is the highest antioxidant value of all the spices. And the berries have powerful antioxidant properties in themselves that support your immune system and protect your cells from damage. So there are some wonderful benefits from this particular blend. But besides all the fabulous benefits from all the ingredients, it tastes delightful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ultimate test, right?
Yes.
It's got to taste good. And besides tasting good, if that's not enough, it's visually appealing and the aroma is absolutely phenomenal. But I'll tell you, it may be hard to bring yourself to drink Very Berry because it's so pretty. You're going to want to look at it for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, I think they're all kind of pretty.
Thank you.
That's what I'm looking at here, and I'm thinking. But what I'm fascinated by is like some of these, for example. I think that I would love to have this one here, but I don't think I want to have it, with anything else. And maybe I should have it during the day or maybe before I work out. But I'll tell you, there's a couple in here that the blends are just amazing. I want to talk about one in particular. I was looking at the vanilla cream.
Okay.
And I was looking at it and I looked at the ingredients and I thought, my gosh, I'm so grateful that coconut oil and MCT, those oils are now back in our diet.
Yes.
We just have cut them out. We don't put them. you can even have this special coffee blend with this coconut oil. But
Mm-hmm.
I would love for you to talk about that because this particular recipe includes a couple of my favorites, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coconut and pine nuts, and then vanilla. Tell us a
Yes.
little bit about this. I mean, this sounds so delicious and it's all natural.
Yes, all natural. Well, the vanilla cream is in the section of the book that's called Milk Blends.
Yeah.
And just a little bit about that. Now, the
Yeah.
milk blends are another scrumptious and healthy way to stay hydrated throughout the day. But the twist is on the spelling. It's MYLK, which separates these recipes as plant-based blends made from
Exactly.
nuts and seeds. So I just want everybody to know, okay, it's not MILK, just a little
Right.
twist on the spelling to separate it. So since many people can't tolerate cow's milk, this is a luscious, creamy alternative, and the milk blends are a cinch to prepare. I mean, when you're done, you can pour it in a glass, you can pour it on your whole grain cereal, or pour it in a recipe. So, and then Sip the Garden provides a guide on soaking the nuts and seeds to make them easier to digest. So
Yeah.
yes, this one that you picked, Pat, vanilla cream is one of my favorites as well, and you're getting the healthy fats in there. But it's amazing because it's so easy to make, and then it tastes so rich and delicious. You're going to say, "Wow, I don't miss that cow's milk at all."
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a luscious drink.
Oh, it's
Very,
yummy. But you know
yeah.
what I'm really struck by is the variation. And I really want to talk about this with you so the
Mm-hmm.
listeners get a sense of the book.
Yes.
If when I go through the book, there are certain things that I'm drawn to. I'm drawn to color, I'm drawn to texture. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm also drawn to nutrition. And by the way, the first book is gone. Let's give another one away. 1-800-930-2819. And I was struck by a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's not just about, well, this is the kind of drink that you have. It's not that this is a really heavy smoothie thing.
Yeah.
Some of these in here are just incredible. But I was also struck by the citrus, frozen citrus recipes, the
Oh,
the citrus
yes.
iced ice.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Right. I mean, I wanted to provide families with a variety of ways to get water, interesting ways to get water, and interesting ways to stay hydrated, interesting ways to get your fruits and vegetables, all through these fabulous blends. And I don't really call them smoothies, although I guess the first two sections could be with your AM and PM
Exactly.
drinks. They could be considered
They're
smoothies, but
drinks.
yeah, but they're drinks. But basically, smoothie is a relatively new term. I mean, I've been blending for like 20 something years.
No
So that's
kidding.
the term that I was holding close to heart when I prepared the book. But yeah, there are so many. I mean, yeah, the ice dice, those are fun. You can just put those in. Um, Add those really to whatever punch you're making at your party, and just fascinate people with those particular ice cubes, because
Yeah.
they're quite healthy.
I'm
Right.
putting them in my water. What I've
Yes,
discovered
putting them
about them.
putting them in your water.
Right,
Right.
but here's the cool thing is I make a big batch of water.
Mm-hmm.
And, so when I'm making my big batch of water, when you put these cubes in, one of the things I loved about what you're doing in the book is when I look at the ice and I put them, let's say I'm having company over and I want to have purified water and I've got the water going in there, or even if it's sparkling water, when you put these ice cubes in,
Yes.
people think they have died and gone to heaven.
Yes.
They're looking at these and they're saying, "Oh my gosh, how long did that take you to do?"
Yes.
And
Right.
then the flavor is just crazy good.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, they're brilliant, TK, brilliant.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the ice cubes are a lot of fun, and really, it's a conversation starter as well. Like you said, that they were like, "Oh my gosh, what is in there? That looks really neat." And they're very, very easy to make. All you need is your ice tray and some. If you're using the one that's in the book, you have your citrus
Oh,
hull, and then you can put some basil in there, whatever herb you like.
yeah.
Just a little bit of water. Throw those in the freezer, let them freeze up, and then drop those in. Like I said, you could even have a punch bowl of water and have these ice cubes in there. Very visually appealing and very tasty.
Well, let's take a short break, everyone. When we come back, got one word for you. Well, actually, 3 words by TK.
Oh,
Hydration made easy.
yeah.
Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back. Hydrate, 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 make it fun and delicious. Stay tuned. We'll be coming back with some teas and much more.
try to put us to down. Talking about my generation. Just because we get around. Talking about my generation.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pat. Many of you have heard me talk about the Lyme disease epidemic going on right now in the world. I want to tell you about my friends at Results RNA. They have now created an entire Lyme support system for immune system support, detoxification, rejuvenation, and neurological healing. Please visit resultsrna.com to learn more, and for first-time orders, you'll receive a special 10% discount. All you have to do is type in Dr. Pat at checkout.
Can you keep your lifestyle in retirement? It's a question people often wonder about. Ask Ameriprise financial advisor Jeff Packman about the new Confident Retirement Approach. You and Jeff can break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. In fact, 93% of clients who have had the Confident Retirement Approach conversation feel more confident about their retirement. Call Jeff Packman, financial advisor, at 425-453-0272 for your Confident Retirement conversation today. Office is located at 601 108th Avenue Northeast, Suite 1800, Bellevue, Washington, 98004. Percentage based on Ameriprise Financial Confident Retirement Client Survey as of December 2013. The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment and advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member of FINRA and SIPC.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
Holistic Medical Center is where you find it all. A healthy space with doctors who care, see, and listen to the whole you. Hi, this is Dr. Darvish. If you have not found an answer to your chronic symptoms, you will find answers here at Holistic Medical Center. Our doctors find the root cause of your symptoms and guide your body towards healing naturally. We transform lives from within. Visit drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
She walked into the outdoor. She wore a raspberry beret. The kind you find in a second-hand store.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm so thrilled to have TK Mitchell joining me here today. For those of you out there that did not have an opportunity to call in for the book, you can go to, we're going to make sure you have the website. You can go to TK's website and find out lots more about it. And for those of you out there too, we want you to know that if you're ready to kickstart and get your life going in the right direction, you can go to lifestyle120.com and reach out to TK, lifestyle120.com, get yourself a copy of the book. Now, I know, TK, we're going to be doing more shows, but there's a few things that we did not talk about. And, what's really key to me is hydrate. But the way that you're helping us understand how to do that is brilliantly diverse. So take us on a journey. I mean, there's so many things in here.
All right. Well, one of the things that we didn't talk about is that PM drink, and I want to make sure everybody understands how those are set up.
Sure.
Well, the vegetable blends, you see, all the blends have a unique personality, and I'm thinking about explaining a little bit about that cream of mushroom because it's on my mind right now. Now, like the AM blends, the PM blends are meal replacements, as a reminder, and so rather than reach out for a high-calorie snack, blend up a smooth, luscious beverage and take it on the run. And the way the mushroom blend is created as the cream of mushroom. It's a savory sip. I mean, it's 100 times better than that canned mushroom soup sitting on the grocery shelf because it is so fresh. The recipe calls for shiitake mushrooms, celery, olive oil, lime juice, sage, and a pinch of salt. Doesn't it sound yummy?
Yeah.
And shiitake mushrooms are great for maintaining a strong immune system because they have antiviral properties and are also a source of iron and protein. You're getting everything there. The celery and lime juice have cleansing properties, and the olive oil will supply you with healthy fats. So, wow. This meal replacement is a potent pick-me-up and satisfying appetite suppressant. So, what a balanced and a delicious way to protect yourself against colds.
Yeah.
And, another section of the book, too, is our tea section. And herbs, as many people know, have been used medicinally since the beginning of time. They're used in bath water, in diffusers for aromatherapy, and also in beverages for healing properties. Now, the herbal teas are another way to remain happily hydrated throughout the day. They have their own unique flavors and health benefits. So you can enjoy your herbal blends hot or cold, and there's a section in the book on those. For those sensitive to caffeine or trying to reduce caffeine consumption, herbal tea is a great option. And since there's so many to pick from, all you need to do is just select a few of your favorites and begin enjoying another healthful, hydrating option. Let's see. I think, another comment then too. That one of Sip the Garden's main objectives is, again, to offer families a variety of ways to drink more water. And I think one of the reasons why people avoid water is because plain water tends to be boring. This book offers many creative ways to enjoy water throughout the day. And besides the veggie and fruit blends, there are the milk blends that we talked about and teas. There's also a section that we mentioned briefly on citrus and apple cider vinegar blends. Now, citrus has cleansing property, and apple cider vinegar has been used as a digestive aid. So there's so many choices here for our listeners. So there's no excuse. I want to say there is no excuse now. There are so many ways to make water interesting. Even if you can't spare 10 minutes to prepare a special beverage from Sip the Garden and you're on your way out the door, just squeezing a little lemon juice in your water jug will add enough flavor to make you want to drink it. So with all these tasty alternatives to sugar drinks, you won't miss soda. I promise you, you won't miss soda.
No, not at all. And what I love about these is you've really given us quite simple instruction to follow to make them happy. And the other part of this I love is you're including elements in this that are so good for us. Whether we're looking at, pre-soaked pecans, or we're looking at carrot powder, or we're looking at, coconut oil or seeds or red palm oil. You're giving us alternatives that many people have left out of their diets for years, and you're bringing them back. I mean, think about this, the one that we're going to talk more about this in future shows, but when you think about yellow squash, yellow pepper, a red onion, lime juice, olive oil, turmeric, sea salt, stevia, oh my goodness, there's a reason that you call it radiant yellow. You have taken some of the most creative nutritional components and made them so yummy. TK, thank you so much for today.
Well,
I wanted to ask you, what's your website again, personal message, and is there anything that we've left out that you want to let folks know about here?
Yes, please visit me. T. Kari Mitchell, everybody calls me TK, lifestyle120.com. Just by making this one lifestyle change, that's changing the way you drink, can greatly improve your health. So don't wait until tomorrow. Begin supporting your health today by changing what you drink. What we drink is just as important as what we eat, so drink to your health. Again, lifestyle120.com. Great to be with you today, Pat.
I love it. And for those of you, you're going to recognize the book quite easily. So even if you Google it, you're going to see this delicious picture on the cover. And unlike so many books you're going to get your hands on, you're going to find that the pictures and how TK is presenting this to us is equally beautiful, brilliant, and delicious. Thank you, TK, for everything. Thank you guys for tuning us in and turning us on. Wow. And like I said before, if you want to find out more about TK, you could certainly follow her, on Facebook, Lifestyle 120. Go ahead and check it out. Pinterest. Wow. Check out. Yeah. What's the other one?
Twitter,
for sure.
And also on YouTube.
All of these things. Yeah, go ahead, YouTube, and check it out. Or you could go to Transformation Talk Radio, and right there you can click right on TK's page, and boom, you will be taken to the world of Sip the Garden, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm Dr. Pat. You're listening to the Dr. Pat Show on Transformation Talk Radio. And for those of you out there, you can find us quite easily. You could Google Dr. Pat or the Dr. Pat Show. We've got so much planned for all of you. Why? Because you've told us what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear, and we're bringing it to you. Stay tuned, everybody, for another hour of Transformation Talk Radio.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.